You know, there is one thing that I noticed recently, and that I don't consider the best option, that I'm not very fond of, which is the following: people trying to have certain behaviors in order to achieve a specific mindset. What do I mean with that? I'm considering here all these videos, all these channels, all these specialists, so-called, that teach you how to be more active, more dominating, how to conquer people's confidence, how to gain people's trust, and how to you yourself be more confident and more decisive in what you do, and not so fearful and hesitant and this and that. And they try to sell you the idea that you have to do certain things to achieve a certain mindset. That's where, in my opinion, they are either making a mistake, or knowing that they are making a mistake, they're just fooling you. If you want to solve problems within yourself that have to do with confidence, self-trust, and having a better posture and not a passive, shy, shrunk posture, and so on, it is not about certain attitudes or habits that you should have according to these people, but much more of a mindset. What do I mean with that? You are not going to achieve a certain mindset by having certain attitudes, by beginning to do certain things. No. You are going to have certain habits, and you are going to do certain things because you have that mindset, because you have that way of being. Am I trying to tell you that if you do not have that mindset, you cannot achieve it? That some people do have it and some people don't? No, I'm not telling you that. What I'm telling you is, if you try to pursue these habits, these practices, these things to do that all these gurus are telling you out there, you are not going to achieve that mindset. It's not going to work, because what you are trying to do is you are trying to invert the terms of the equation. You are trying to achieve something that you are only going to achieve when you have that specific characteristic, when you have that specific mindset. You are not going to achieve those habits, you are not going to practice those things if you do not have the mindset, if you do not have the values within yourself, if you do not become that thing that you are trying to become. It is going to work, so to say, almost in a paradoxical way, as if you were trying to do things that you are normally only going to do in a natural way, so to say, once you are there. But you are still not there, so it's not going to happen naturally, and you are forcing that thing into yourself, into your habits, into your daily life. And this is not going to make you become like that. You are not going to become brave by just saying, I'm brave, I'm going to do things that brave people do. It's not the way it works. I don't want to come with metaphors and crazy examples, because they might not fit exactly what I'm trying to say here to you, what I'm trying to tell you here. But the thing is, if you try to invert the terms of the equation, it is not going to work. It's simple. It's simply like that. It's not going to work. You have to try to work on yourself in a way that, after a long effort, after a long self-training or self-disciplining or something like that, you achieve that mindset, you achieve that way of being, and then your habits will become, so to say, according to that. No? Well, I said I didn't want to give examples, but I will give you an example, because there is one that comes to my mind that is so clearly that maybe you are not going to be able to confuse it with anything else, or to mix it with anything else. You know those people out there that tell you, rich people do this, and that? Well, If you start from tomorrow on to wake up at 5 a.m., to take cold showers, to read a lot of books, you are not going to become rich. You are not going to become a millionaire, because this is not the way it works. Those people didn't do that. Those people started somewhat differently, and as responsibilities increased, as things happened in their lives, as they had more things to take care of, they started doing certain things to adapt to that reality that they were living. No one woke up one day and said, I'm going to start taking cold showers and waking up at 5 a.m. in order to become a millionaire. They didn't do that. And it's not going to happen to you, because this is a consequence of their way of being, of the things that they do, of the things that they have achieved, of the things that are part of their life, of the things that are, so to say, incorporated to their way of being, to their values, to their daily life, and so on. It's not going to work if you just start doing it, because you do not have that money. You do not have that lifestyle. You haven't achieved what those people have achieved in order to do what they are doing now. You see what I'm saying? Don't believe these gurus or coaches or people who are telling you what you should do in order to become something. Because those people, when they tell you, I am rich, I have done that and I have achieved that, they are not being honest. The money that they are making is based on people like you who are trusting them and who are buying their lessons, courses, or trainings to become rich. That's where they are making their money from. They are not making money from anything else in teaching you how to do it. They are making money from people like you, maybe innocent or naive or whatever, who are buying those things from them. But well, that's another topic. I totally left the original topic to go to that, and maybe in the future, in another season, I make videos on that to explain to you all this fake industry, all these lies out there that you should not follow at all, because you're just going to lose money. The point being here is, if you do not work on yourself, and I have no formula for that, you know, there are so many things you can do that might work, and so many things that you can do that might not work for you, but they work for other people. So I'm not going to give you formulas for that, because I'm not coached to teach you how to do it. But if you do not manage to become something different, you are not going to achieve those mindsets that you are trying to achieve. If you want real changes, if you want to substantially notice that you have changed from, I don't know, a coward to a brave person, a hesitant to a determined person, a follower to a leader, or someone who is always very condescending and agreeing with everyone, to someone who dares disagreeing when you know it's possible, when you know there is something wrong with the other person's argument, and so on. Well, in order to change from this to this, you are going to have to make a very, very strong and long-term internal work. It's not going to work in a week, in a month, or maybe not even in a year. It's going to take you a long time, because if you are already an adult, if you are already someone who is 20, 25, 30 years old, well, you have been practicing something your entire life. You were maybe educated for something, or you believed something in your entire life, so you became that thing. In order to change that, and I'm not even promising you that it's going to work, it's something that might work and might not work, you will have to make a long investment, a long work on changing habits, on changing things that you believed, things that you've always done, into new things. And when I say changing habits, I'm talking about changing mental habits, changing values, changing who you are. I'm not telling you that from tomorrow on you should wake up early, because maybe the kind of job that you have make you or allow you to wake up at 10 a.m. and still you can be someone who is decisive, who doesn't hesitate, who is brave, who takes the risky shot, and this kind of stuff. You know, there are no formulas in life to become something better or to become something that we want to become. So many different ways can lead us to the same end, can lead us to the same goal, you know. Don't trust magic formulas. Don't trust people who tell you there is only one way. The world is big, vast, and rich enough in possibilities for us to believe that there is only one way of doing things and there is only one way of achieving things that we want to achieve. Work on yourself, make efforts to become different, better, or to change things that you don't want, but don't believe that external things are the ones that are decisive for you, because the real change is internal. Then you are going to start irradiating or just showing or just being the things that you want to be. See you next time.